What's up, everybody? Tommy here, Math Productions Gaming, and we're back at Oberlin Station, picking up from where the last episode left off. And this episode, it's a little bit of a longer one than normal. I think it's worth it though, because we're finally going to introduce the Brotherhood of Steel into our playthrough. So we left northeast from Oberlin Station, past the brewery, and we're heading up into this central portion of the map where you pick up a radio signal about it's a distress signal here at the police station. And when you arrive, you'll find a group of people, one of them in power armor, being absolutely swarmed by a bunch of Feral Ghouls. This area is definitely dangerous. I prefer to go up onto this scaffolding behind and on top of this perimeter wall that's been set up, but as you see, the ferals are fast and they definitely know how to path up the stairs, so definitely keep watching both of those entrance points. Make sure that you don't miss a feral that's running up after you. In the worst case scenario, if there is a bunch coming up after you, a little tip, if you will, go for the legs. A couple good placed shots on the legs, it'll blow their leg off and they are immobile at that point, even if they're still alive, quote unquote, and if you get close enough they can still attack. You can keep your distance and prevent them from charging you by taking out their legs. So definitely in that worst case scenario, always remember against ghouls, go for the legs and you can immobilize them. But once you've successfully gone through that swarm of ferals, you're able to go up and talk to Paladin Danse, where you can get some initial information on who Paladin Danse is, what the Brotherhood of Steel is, what they stand for, and you have an opportunity to either help them out right here, or you can say no thanks. But we want to go ahead and complete this whole first portion of the Brotherhood of Steel introduction, because soon enough here we're going to go after Valentine and then we'll go after Kellogg and we'll get the Pride win on the East Coast here properly. So we're just kind of really setting the stage for what's to come here in the near future. And this whole quest line is a ton of fun. This initial one that we're doing here, once you go into the police station, look around, there's tons of good supplies that you can stock up on. There's a sleeping bag right there that you can go ahead and get a save point in. But when you tell Paladin Danse that you're ready to help him out and that you'll follow him, he'll leave the police station and he'll head towards a building that we passed in our last episode. We've passed a couple times now in this playthrough. It's over on the west portion of the map, just south of Sunshine Tidings. It's the Arcject Systems building. We're going to Arcject because we have to turn on a transmitter, so that way Danse and his crew there can let the rest of the Brotherhood of Steel know that they're here and that they need an evacuation. And that's what we're on our way to do now. So what you're seeing on screen is, I know that there's this handful of enemies up here by the bridge. I don't have, it's in the middle of the night, so I can't see them to scope them from afar like I normally would, so I kept trying to like bait them out and inch closer and closer so Danse and Gage could just take care of it. That's eventually what happened, but it took us a second to get there. This last leg of the journey, if you will, there's two bloat flies over by this body of water. You take both of them out, and then right up here at the top of this hill under the overpass, there's a handful-ish of wild mongrels that'll come out and attack. But you handle all of those. That was a close one. That dog definitely charged in. Luckily we have friends and they got our back. But once you clear out these wild threats, right up in front of us is the destination. That's Arcject Systems. Just a side note, in the sky, you're noticing that it's really dark and that Milky Way galaxy is really bold and beautiful. Both of those are due to mods in the load order, Darker Nights and a Better Galaxy, but both of those look fantastic. I highly encourage anybody watching this video to check out both of those mods. Now that we're inside Arcject proper, really the whole name of this part of the game is Follow Danse. You'll get a little bit more exposition here. You can ask a few more questions. We've already been to Diamond City, so we're aware of the Institute and of Synths. So we're not going to follow in or dive into those dialogue options right now. We're just going to keep it moving. And again, that is the name of the game. So real quick, before I get back to the name of the game, when you walk into this main area, you can hack this terminal to open the door. But if you saw right when you walk in the door, turn to the right, there is another terminal there where you can reset the password. And if you choose that, then you don't have to hack the center terminal to open up that door. You'll be able to just go up to that center terminal and use it because you'll have reset the password. You know what the password is. But like I was saying, what the name of the game is, as you see, I'm not really engaging. I'm letting Gage and primarily Danse take care of everything. I'm just following behind, cleaning up, picking up some ammunition, and if I would have found anything other than ammunition that would have been useful for me in the moment, probably would have grabbed that. But all I really needed was the ammo and this Tesla Science magazine. But other than picking stuff up, again, literally just follow Danse. Danse is an essential NPC, so even though it's kind of cheesing the game, you can just let Danse go through and eliminate everything for you. If you're playing survival like I am, it's a huge benefit to not have to be the primary hammer going against the enemy, right? Because with turrets, and if a swarm were to come, if you're right there in the mix, it's real easy to have to restart from your last save point. But if you hang back a ways and just let Danse run through and do his thing, you're going to be hard-pressed not to successfully run through this dungeon if you just follow Danse. This back room, though, is where you progress the quest line. It's the first time that we've hacked a terminal in this playthrough, so I think that's kind of cool. We're a little bit far in this playthrough, so for the first time to sit down in a terminal, nice, right? I guess, I don't know. But a little time-consuming but worth it tip when you're going through, just scroll down the lines and you'll find big chunks of characters that you can select. And they'll either remove a bad entry or they'll reset your tries. It just eliminates it down to just a handful at most of options for the correct password. Makes hacking terminals super easy. Just find those clusters of characters, select those, and eliminate those options that are just going to cause you to fail. And then everybody has seen that, probably different videos online, on Reddit, whatever, of people seeing how full they can make this chamber with synths, just letting Danse fight ad nauseum until they decide finally to end it. We weren't going to do that here. We hit the button right away for the countdown to start. But this is the quest. That is the spot. If you wanted to get like potentially thousands of rounds of laser ammo and synth weapons and stuff like that, well, sorry, institute weapons, stuff like that, in that room, just don't hit the red button after you activate the terminal. Let Danse fight it out with the synths, and they will just keep coming until you press that red button. So this part was a little weird. Gage fell, he got hurt. I went down to heal him. He didn't need healed. I told him to follow me back up to the top, because again, we let Danse clear out the last room. We picked up the transmitter. For some reason, Gage didn't follow us up, and he just went back to Nuka World. I think he got tired of helping us out in the Commonwealth. He is a raider after all. But so now we're going to be solo once Danse gives us this ending dialogue for the quest line here, and we'll have to figure out what we're going to do next. But this is one of the main reasons to do this quest. Righteous Authority is a fantastic legendary weapon that you can get very early on in the game, and it can stay with you for a good portion of the game. But like I said, now we're solo. It's the middle of the night. I always forget this isn't the quest that the Pridewind comes. It's after you fight with Kellogg. So Pridewind isn't here yet. I think our safest bet is to just try to run south-southeast and get back where we started this episode, back at Oberlin Station. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I hope you press the like button. I hope you consider subscribing to the channel. There is so much more content on the way, so much more fun to be had, so many more mods to explore, And I hope that you're down to be along for the journey. I appreciate you being here. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. And as always, take care.